Welcome to Dining Around. I'm Alan Richmond.
And I'm Nina Griscom. Today we're going to expose you to the Spanish style of eating when we visit Helena's Cocina de España in Manhattan. And then later on, Alan and Kevin Zraly will tell us more about South American wines on Chapter 36 of Wine from A to Z.
Well, you might want to know what a Parisian bistro in the 1940s was like. Like it or not, we're going to tell you. We found one in Boston that captures the essence of a style that was unique to that period. Just like a typical French bistro, Restaurant Zinc in Boston is small and comfortable and full of energy. Since its opening, the seasonal French cuisine, prepared by a very young chef, Nicholas Tischler, has gotten a good deal of attention from the local press and from patrons. We decided to find out what the buzz was all about. In Boston, where the Back Bay and the South End meet, sits a neighborhood without a formal name, unusual in this city. It is there where you'll find Restaurant Zinc, one of the hottest restaurants to open in Boston this year. Zinc came on the scene in January of 1997 and soon received enthusiastic reviews. When developing the concept, owner Christopher Spahn kept his eye on New York City to predict upcoming trends.
There were more French places popping up, and Boston tends to be a couple years behind New York, so I figured that it would be a good concept for a new restaurant.
To research even further, Chris traveled to France to get a first-hand look at several Parisian bistros.
I didn't go to many of the expensive places. I went to the moderate-priced restaurants because that's what I wanted to do here, and really liked what I saw. They were, using a good amount of fish. You really concentrated on the main ingredient, a nice prepared sauce.
When it came time to find a chef, Chris headed back to Manhattan. He returned to Boston with Nicholas Tischler.
Wanted to try to do food that was a little lighter and cleaner than what was happening here in Boston, and that's why I got my chef from New York, Nick Tischler. I had eaten his food at a number of restaurants he had worked at in New York, really liked it and thought it would go off well here in the city, and luckily it has so far.
So well that Boston Magazine voted Tischler Best New Chef of 1997. At the astoundingly young age of 25, Nicholas has worked with the best of the best. His externship from the Culinary Institute of America was at New York City's Aquavit. He then moved on to apprentice with Charlie Palmer at Oriole, and then he joined the staff at Lutece. With all those stars on his resume, Nick remains humble about what he has achieved.
I think from starting early on, good morals instilled from an early age, from your family, work ethic. I've always worked hard and tried to make money doing things. Having a small business as a kid, washing cars or whatever it takes, and working hard in school. So this business is about a lot of hours, and you have to enjoy it ultimately. But yeah, you do have to work very hard, put in the hours.
A testament to Nick's hard work can be seen in this elaborate dish of roasted whole jumbo squab. The bird is quickly browned in a pan, and then it is finished in the oven. Fresh squash is roasted with brown sugar and spices, while a chestnut couscous is being prepared. It's then placed into a mold and topped with the squab. Nick finishes the plate with 4 sauces: parsley essence, carrot saffron emulsion, béarnaise, and a veal squab reduction. Words like clean and straightforward are used by Nick to describe his creations. This sashimi of tuna and halibut is served with a fingerling potato salad. Foie gras is seared and plated with red endive and Bing cherries on a corn pancake. An eye popper is the Zinc platter for 2. It's 2 tiers high of fresh shellfish that includes shrimp, lobster, and oysters.
I tried to design a room and a restaurant that is warm and comfortable. I think the size isn't going to scare people away. There's some nice booths, both in the front and the back, where they can get away, have a little bit of privacy. Some of the other tables are set up more bistro style. So if you do want to talk to the neighbor next to you on either side, you might be able to meet a new friend.
The room borders on minimalist, with the welcoming touches like antique light fixtures and banquettes. Chris's pride and joy, however, is the restaurant's namesake.
The bar is made entirely of zinc. It's one entire piece. And when I was in Paris, I found a family, father and son, who build these zinc bars. And it's sort of a dying tradition. And they were a little reluctant at first because they hadn't made one this large. But I kind of convinced them to do it. We got it here by boat in a very large container. It took about 12 people to get it inside. But, luckily things worked out pretty well, and it's certainly not going anywhere now.
Just as the bar isn't going anywhere anytime soon, the restaurant will be staying put as well. The positive reviews and the reputation of this bistro should allow for continued success. Well, as much as I like the idea of this place, I have two complaints about what was said on the video.
So soon.
Number one, they said we like everybody to sit close together so they can meet their neighbors. Oh, please. They're sitting everybody close together so they can make more money and have more people. Nobody wants to sit close to their neighbors. And also, second point, that it's medium price. It isn't medium price. It's a fairly expensive restaurant. On the other hand,
what you're getting.
yes, look what you're getting.
I think this guy is really good. And he appears to me to be of the state of mind and of that school more of Charlie Trotter than Charlie Palmer, because there's a perfectionism here and an attention to detail and a seriousness that, to me, says more of Trotter than Palmer. Not that Palmer isn't great and serious, but it's a personality thing.
Right. Well, you have here a 25-year-old chef who has worked in all these wonderful restaurants.
Yes,
you saw his resume or heard his resume, and he wants to make perfect food. You can tell it. He does his own desserts. He does his own rolls. He probably works 42 hours a day. I've seen these young chefs, until they end up like going crazy and jumping off a bridge somewhere, they make magnificent food. But he's got to relax
fun with it, but he definitely is turning out fabulous-looking food. So if it's a little bit expensive, you're getting something for it.
I love that sashimi with a fingerling potatoes.
Gorgeous.
Everything he did is gorgeous. I love some of his ideas. He has, by the way, he has fresh soybeans, your favorite food.
Ooh, I love that. Steamed, I love it, with a little bit of salt.
Steamed fresh soybeans. I knew that for you. And he does some
I had that.
very interesting combinations of food. I love his parsnip risotto. I mean, just nice food, very well done.
And beautifully plated. It's artistic, but not fussy. I would definitely advise people to try this.
Restaurant.
They are in Boston.
Okay, Restaurant Zinc is at 35 Stanhope Street in Boston. That's 617-262-2323. Average dinner price, $37. Credit cards accepted. Wheelchair accessible. Closed on Mondays.
Well, up next, we found a charming restaurant in Manhattan where Spanish tapas and imported sherry are served late into the night. When we return.
Nina and Alan want you to indulge yourself every weekday with something different.
They're big, they're bold, they're straightforward.
Something delicious.
Where else would you go to find such bargains?
Something special.
Worth the trip.
The daily specials on Dining Around. Indulge yourself. You deserve it. Monday through Thursday at 11:30 Eastern on the Food Network.
This year,